At Belmont, safety is always a top priority. This means safety for our guests and safety for our team. As an employee of our park, you also play a big part in keeping others and our park safe, so you need to know some key factors as you begin working for us. To begin, we would like to introduce you to a few key people that support our safe culture. The security team. Our security team patrols Belmont Park all day and night. They are here for the protection of all our important assets like you and our guests. To call security, simply use a company-provided radio on Channel 7 or company phone on extension 311. You can also stop security at any time when you see them or ask a manager for help. Remember that managers are also there to help in any situation. At Belmont Park, there are multiple reasons an employee may need to call security. Number 1, observing an altercation. If you see someone getting into an altercation, they should call security and state which location they are located, as well as the detail of what they are observing. Number 2, lost children or parents. Our park may not be as big as other amusement parks, but a child or adult can still easily get lost. In the event of a missing person, the employee should call security or a manager. The security or a manager should then respond to the incident by meeting with the parent or guardian to gather information and description of the missing person. The manager should then call out to all staff.
Attention all staff, we have a lost child in the park. Stand by for description.
The manager should then air the complete description of the lost child, including the location the child was last seen.
Child was last seen at Beach Blaster, 7-year-old girl, blonde hair, white dress.
The park staff should respond, and any available staff should then search the park for the missing person. Description should be read again to ensure all information has been heard. Once the child is located and reunited with their parent or guardian, the incident manager will confirm that the child has been reunited. If a child reports a lost parent, the staff member must remain with said child until handed over to a manager. The manager will then take care of the situation by finding the lost parent. Number 3, lost items. Items are lost almost every day at Belmont Park. If you find any item or a guest that is looking for an item, call security. They will assist the guest or take the information on the item. Our emergency medical technician, or EMTs, are working at the park every day and are there to help. An EMT is a trained professional who can respond in emergency medical circumstances. Let's talk about 2 key situations in which you may need to call an EMT. Remember, if there is a life-threatening emergency, always call 911 first. If you or someone else on your job gets injured while on the job, you should immediately let a manager know. If you're not the one who is injured, you can also call for an EMT to assist in the situation. Tell the EMT your exact location and wait for confirmation that they are on their way. If you witness a guest injury, you should immediately call an EMT and manager over the radio on the security channel. Provide your location and medical emergency information to the EMT. Wait for the EMT to ask questions and confirm that they are on their way. In the event of an emergency in which you are asked to evacuate, such as a fire, you must evacuate out of the park via an exit closest to your location and proceed to the far end of the south parking lot and assemble in the grass area. Once in this area, check in with the manager. It is important that all employees evacuate to this area to ensure that we can account for everyone. Safety starts with you. It is important that no matter what your role is, safety is a top priority. Let's talk about 3 common mistakes and injuries we see at the Belmont Park and how to prevent them. Number 1, improper lifting and straining a muscle. This is our top injury here at Belmont Park and can be easily done if not careful. The most important thing to remember is to always ensure you are lifting something you are comfortable with or asking someone for help. Don't lift anything you can't manage. When you do lift, remember to bend your knees when lifting, keep your back straight, and be sure of a firm grip. Keep the object closest to your body and turn with your body. Don't twist your body. Number 2, working with knives safely and avoiding cuts. If you work in a kitchen, or even if you are doing something as simple as cutting open a box, remember these quick tips to prevent an injury. Cut away from the body when prepping food or opening a box. Store your knives securely and keep them out of the sink or shared surfaces. If you are cleaning up broken glass, remember to wear gloves and dispose of all the glass properly. Number 3, slips, trips, and falls. It is easy to overlook a wet floor or an uneven surface. As an employee at the park, you should always be looking out for spills or any other hazards that can cause an injury to yourself or others. Never walk past a spill or hazard without fixing it or asking for help. If you are not on the clock, please let someone know as soon as you have clocked in. Here are a few tips to avoid a fall. Don't rush. Take your time when walking. Wear the proper shoes that are slip-resistant and closed-toed. Keep floors clean and dry. Watch where you are going. Hazards are not just on the ground, but can also be overhead. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings at all times. At Belmont Park, it is important for everyone to understand food safety, even if you are not directly working with food. Here are a few key things to remember while working. Washing your hands. Wash your hands throughout the day, especially after using the restroom, before and after handling food, before eating, after blowing your nose, sneezing or coughing, before treating a wound, and after touching animals. Proper hand washing takes about 20 seconds, like singing happy birthday twice, or maybe the chorus of your favorite song a couple of times. Restaurant and kitchen etiquette. When working in or around our kitchens, remember that there are a few key things to always do. Number 1, ensure that appliances are off when not in use. Number 2, know where your extinguishers are and how to use them. Number 3, call corners when coming around any corner to avoid collision or accidents with others. Belmont Park comes with a lot of fun. We have fun rides like Beach Blaster, Tilt-A-Whirl, and our historic Giant Dipper roller coaster. All team members need to be aware of how to be safe around these rides. Be aware of your surroundings. Never enter or get near a ride while it is in motion. Only the trained ride operators are allowed near the control panels. Always watch your step. Our rides have uneven surfaces, which means you can easily trip and fall. Look out for warning signs, do not enter signs, and signs that say lockout, tag out. This means that the ride or operating equipment is out of order and should not be turned on or used. Our Giant Dipper roller coaster was founded in 1925. Our expert ride maintenance team takes constant care of the coaster on an annual basis. In fact, we do preventative repair work year-round to ensure it is extremely safe. This includes replacing wooden beams, tracks, and always doing preventative checks. You should also know that there is a special designated area to cross the track of the coaster in case you ever need to. When crossing the coaster, stop before you cross, establish where the train is located, and listen for the train to know if it is on or being released from the lift hill. You may only cross the track if it is in the loading position up until the train has been released from the top of the lift hill. The control operator will also sound a bell when the train leaves the station house to alert guests and team members. Once you have established it is safe to cross, you may cross safely and slowly over the designated area. It is of the highest importance that our team and guests are safe and out of harm's way at all times. Thank you for your contribution to the safety of Belmont Park.